Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. And through this channel, I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this, this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is to try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further information and details about how to join us for little as $9 a month and also get access to an exclusive in-depth strategy video, information is available in the description below. In the previous video, we did a stock update on ticker symbol MMTLP, looking at some broker responses confirming that shorts will have to cover. And we also did a stock update on ticker symbol TBLT. In today's video, we're going to be looking at TBLT again, which has been making some tremendous gains, so stay tuned for that. We're also going to be looking at the ticker symbol MMTLP with the point of view this time of basically trying to address some of the confusion with regard to should you do something now, and in terms of what John Berger has advised. So we're going to look at what some of the brokers have been saying in terms of, do you need to make a decision? Do you need to carry out the AST transfer? So we'll have a look at that again today. But before we do that, let's have a quick look at what's happening in the markets. So before we look at the heat map, there has been some significant bad news from the point of view of Snap. So on the headline here, we did see a significant crash in the share price, and we can see a headline here just from today, which states Snap is going through a near-death experience, and this is from the point of view of analysts. So there was quite a significant drop in the price, and at time of editing it was down approximately 38%. So this was in response to dismal second quarter earnings, which were quite brutal, and obviously we've had the reflection in the share price from that. So I do expect a recovery long term from Snap, but right now it is going through difficult times. Let's now have a look at today's heat map. So on the screen here, you'll see it is overall a red day, but there are still some sectors that are doing okay. These include real estate, utilities and healthcare. But overall, the tech is down, communication is down, the financial, insurance and sectors are also, diagnostics are also quite significantly down. So before we look at ticker symbol MMTLP, let's have a look at some breaking news with regard to Metamaterials. There was a release of a Form S3. So with regard to this Form S3, this some people may be thinking this is an example of a public offering. So just to clarify, this is not a public offering. This is something that we were aware of. This is an institutional offering of approximately 26.766 million shares of common stock. So this is something that we already knew about. We knew that when this was initially announced, it did lead to significant decline in the share price. So hopefully this has already been factored in. But right now, in terms of the share price for Metamaterials today, again hit by market conditions like many other stocks. So hopefully we are getting towards the bottom. Before we look at ticker symbol MMTLP, I'm going to do a follow-up from one of the key features that we looked at in yesterday's video, and that was with regard to the FUD being shared on social media. And this FUD included statements such as people who buy MMTLP will not get the dividend, and people who buy MMTLP will not get common stock in NextBridge. So this is just a reminder of a tweet from John Berger, 18th of November, when he was asked about people eligible for the dividend payout, and he said here, unfortunately, yes, that was not the design, but FINRA and a couple of BDs went around us. They know they won't tell us who it is. So he's stating here that he doesn't know. I personally think he probably knows a lot more, but maybe he can't share. The other thing I'd like to do is follow up on one of the questions that we looked at yesterday, and that was with regard to registering shares with the AST. So there was a tweet that we looked at yesterday from LT. So quick reminder here, LT stated here that Fidelity registered my shares AST in 10 minutes, but need look to get a specialist to help you proceed. So the LT is actually one of the very, very few people I am aware of that has carried out this process. So if anybody else has done this, again, if you could add that in the comments, that would be most welcome, because the vast majority of people I've heard from have stated that the brokers are not aware of what's going on. The brokers have also stated that they can only take some action once the S1 has been approved. So let's have a look at some of the confirmation here. First of all, shout out to Doug Newman. He said he spoke to an AST broker and the broker does not even know what NextBridge is. So Craig has chipped in by saying the S1 has to be approved, and I think right now, I think that's my understanding as well. So when John Bird has stated that everybody needs to do this, I think maybe the clarification should have been added in terms of once the S1 has been approved. So I do agree with Craig there. So Matty Gray has also said no corporate action will be released until the S1 is approved. Then the brokers will be furnished with the full details. NextBridge will then employ AST. So I think for now it does seem like a question of that everybody must wait. So I'm not sure it's necessary to start this process with the AST right now. And finally, with Paul Young, he said here, I see where you're coming from, but how does Meta and NextBridge retain a company for this? And they knew that in terms of not even knowing the name. So if nothing else, they could provide general guidance on the process. He spoke to a rep on the phone and she said there's nothing they can do since they did not have an account. So with many people, as well as this, in terms of impacting you, they will allow people to review the documents ASP. So in conclusion, I think everybody should be waiting right now until approval for S1 before making the decisions. And if anybody has information to the contrary, especially with Fidelity, again, it will be interesting to hear about that. And this is also now a response just recently received from Trading 212 that was just shared with me today. And what it says here in third paragraph, it's worth reminding you that no such record date has been set at the time. However, Metamaterials is expected to sell or spin out the oil and gas assets by Q1 2022. The exact date of that event will be available as soon as it's announced by the company. We will keep you informed as soon as there are more details of the record date nonetheless. So from what I am seeing here, the vast majority of brokers do not know what's going on. The vast majority of brokers are waiting for the S1 to be officially confirmed and approved. So I think that will be the key time in terms of when we get a countdown to the 15 days. And remember, it's 15 days maximum, it's 15 days working days. It could even be 10 days. And finally, one more thing I'd like to look at is problems with liquidity, which is one of the things that I mentioned in yesterday's video. So I'm going to give a shout out here to Darren K on Twitter, who stated here he tried to buy more MMTLP through Fidelity, looking at a call with a fixed income specialist, which is done previously with no serious issues. But what he's found out today is that he was told that OT restrictions and lack of information. So what does he do now? He wants to buy MMTLP. He is unable to. He's having problems with Fidelity. So if anybody else is actually right now buying MMTLP and having difficulties, again, information in the comments would also be welcome. Finally, we're going to finish off by having a look at ticker symbol TBLT again, and this was something that was featured in yesterday's video. So a quick reminder in terms of this stock was called out previously in the Discord, initially 20th of April, then 24th of June, 15th of July, and again most recently yesterday when we saw the run up that is just going on right now. So what I'm now going to share with you is some of the data from Ortex. So what we can see here in terms of the short interest, this is up in excess of 11.9%. The short interest as a percentage of the free float is looking at 224.62, but what's certainly interesting in terms of the cost to borrow average, that's 182.3%. The cost to borrow maximum is quite high, and that is 396%. So why is this stock running up? First of all, it has a very, very small market cap. We're looking at approximately 14 million. Short interest is high. We're looking at approximately 250%. Borrow cost, as we've just seen, in excess of 300%. So again, now let's have a look at what's been happening with ticker symbol TBLT in terms of the chart. So have a look at the chart here. Again, this is now a chart for the previous 5 days, but now we can see that stock over the previous 5 days is up in excess of 201%, and right now today at time of editing is up in excess of 41%, trading around about $8.11. And today there was also an opportunity to take profits when it went on a high for today at approximately $9.35. So I think this stock has gone up quite significantly. If we look at the RSI now, it is cooling off. There has been some red candles and a little bit of profit taking after it hit the $9, but this stock has defied expectations. It is a high risk squeeze stock, and it's also a stock that I certainly recommend taking profit. So if anybody would like to get advanced notification and alerts of stocks such as ticker symbol TBLT in the Discord, which are shared exclusively with the members prior to market open, you can join the Discord for less than $9 a month. This will also give you access to the challenge. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.